It's time for Marry Me Monday, the fun, timely, sometimes romantic, sometimes spirited live radio program with your hosts, Jeff Dorsey and Sherry Bussey, presented by Emerald City Jewelers, 33rd and Broadway, Quincy.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Marry Me Monday. Alongside is Sherry Bussey from Emerald City Jewelers. Who else would you expect to be here on
Marry Me Monday?
That's right.
But me.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
I hope you had a great weekend.
Oh, I did.
Can you believe Memorial Day is a week from today?
No.
No, I can't
Yeah,
either.
and like you said, once Memorial Day hits,
Yeah, the summer's gone already.
it's gone.
It seems like Memorial Day gets to 4th of July and then 4th of July to Labor Day, and all of a sudden it's fall.
And we all love summer.
It goes by so fast.
It does.
Well, enough on the calendar. There's more going on at Emerald City Jewelers these days.
Yes, we've been having a great time here lately. We had Mother's Day a few weeks back, and that was great. A lot of people remembered their mom. We are going to be celebrating Father's Day here pretty soon, and I thought maybe I'd talk a little bit about watches that we have for men at our store.
Because guys need to be on time.
They're usually more on time than women, I think.
I agree with that statement.
I have to say that because I'm never on time.
And I agree with that statement, too.
Exactly. I always try to shove too much in the time I'm allotted, try and get too much done.
Well, maybe you should buy a watch for yourself.
I maybe should. Well, something with a big hand that slaps me in the face.
Do you have one of those?
No.
Well, you should work
No,
on
they
it.
have hands, you know.
I know they do. Well, they used to. I know
Yeah,
that. If you got a digital watch that has hands, I want to see what it's all about. So, anyway, stop by Emerald City Jewelers. You got a great selection of watches.
We
right
do
now.
have a lot of different price ranges. We have a lot of different styles that appeal to a lot of different people. We carry the Citizen brand, and Citizen watches that we carry are the Echo Drive movements, where you don't have to replace the battery. They claim they last 20 years because I haven't ever tested one, but that's what they say. They last 20 years. So what happens is the light in the room charges the interior of the watch.
Okay.
So there's a little gadget in there that takes the light from right through the dial, the light in the room, the sunlight outside. So if you put the watch in a box, it'll stop after about a month, and then you have to charge it up on a windowsill again.
Yeah.
So you don't have to run the risk of getting dust into your movement or water or breaking a seal, because the watch doesn't have to be opened. Therefore, it lasts longer. We have lots of different styles. We have titanium watches. We have two-tone. We have blue dial. We have stainless steel. We have some with diamonds, especially the ones for women. Some have diamonds. And then we also carry a brand called Daniel Wellington. Well, maybe I should say that the Echo Drive watches start around $275.
Okay.
The Daniel Wellingtons are a little bit lower price point. They start around $150 to $199.
They're a pretty cool looking watch, though.
They're a nice, sleek, tailored watch for the person that doesn't really want a bunch of gadgets on their watch. They have one or two different styles have a date, and they have bands that are interchangeable that are called the nano straps. Maybe people are familiar with nano straps, maybe you're not. But nano straps are multicolor bands that are nylon, and each watch comes with a pin pusher to take the spring bar out so that you can change the band
Okay.
and put the band back in. So it's got changeable bands to suit your mood, suit your sports team, suit your patrioticness. There's red, white, and blue ones. There's blue and green. There's blue and white. Then there's also just the solid color. Also, they have a nice American leather. Looks kind of like a leather that's weathered and like a cowhide kind of thing. They have blue and red leathers. And so those are really sleek. They fit underneath the sleeve of your suit or your long sleeve for your jackets. And they're very polished and professional looking.
And they are the Daniel Wellington watch.
Daniel Wellington watches.
So ask for those when you go into Emerald City Jewelers. Ready for the story?
Sure.
It says here, my story begins on my wedding day when my husband, the practical joker he is, decided to hide the wedding cake from me. He told me the cake people were running late and they would try to have it there on time. Well, the reception was at 7, and when we arrived shortly before 7, I immediately checked to see if the cake was there, but it wasn't. I was furious, and I started to call the baker to see where it was when my new husband said that he would call instead. So off he went to call, and I remained perturbed that my perfect wedding was falling apart by a lost cake. What I didn't know was that the cake was set up at a second table behind the room divider, along with my brother, who unbeknownst to me came home from Iraq just to be there. There he was next to the cake when they opened up the divider. I never even noticed the cake when I saw him standing there. He missed the wedding, but he did make the reception.
Aw,
Which is kind of a
that's
cool
wonderful.
story.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, and thanks for sending that story to us. And by doing so, we got a nice gift certificate for you, as well as a nice shirt, t-shirt.
Yep.
from
Emerald City Jewelers.
City Jewelers.
Marry Me Monday t-shirt.
Perfect. And of course, we want people to get involved with the Marry Me Monday program too, don't we?
Yeah, so we're going to do a little Facebook post today, Emerald City Jewelers Facebook page, and we're going to ask you to respond with how you met your sweetheart. So then we won't really say names unless you want us to. Say it's okay if you say my name in your post and tell how you met. And if we have enough time, we'll list off everything.
And you'll be a part part of the program maybe next week.
That's right.
All right, Emerald City Jewelers is located where?
We're at the corner of 33rd and Broadway under the Emerald Green Roof.
And you gift wrap.
We gift wrap.
And the hours are?
We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, Saturdays 9:30 to 3, and now through September, we're going to be closed on Sunday.
Okay.
It's summer, and it goes too fast.
That's right. Enjoy your summer.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Sherry. We'll see you back here next week, okay?
All right, thanks.
That's it for this week's edition of Marry Me Monday, presented by Emerald City Jewelers. Join us next week, Monday, 7:25, for another exciting edition of Marry Me Monday. Celebrate your love.